Hi all memory superheroes. This interview is for memory recall aspirants who want to learn faster and want to achieve maximum in their life by keeping all their limitations behind. Today on our show that is wisdom from experts, we have my one of the mentors, inspiration and also source of happiness, that is Colonel Colonel Aditya Singhal sir. Adityaji's vision is to explore new frontiers of professional excellence with a continuous learning and development. For that, he's sharing his knowledge and life experience gained in the armed forces on continual basis. His mission is to coach, mentor, and guide the youth through a program that is Face and S. It's the SSB interview for joining the armed forces. Then select and excel in the profession or the career of their choice and convert their passion into profession. If I have to tell you little about his past experience, he's a veteran from Armed Corps with 33 years of experience in variety of operational training and development, equipment management, administrative and HR management roles in the armed forces. He was National Cadet Corps and training establishment. He was giving training in the National Cadet Corps and training establishments. Other than that, he is a ICCC certified career coach, certified career mentor, NLP practitioner, graphology and signature analyst, and many more. If I have to tell you about his professional qualifications, he is MBA in HR from Pumba University of Pune, that is PU MBA University of Pune. Then he has completed his PG diploma in disaster management, and he has also done PG diploma in network administration and cybersecurity. So join me to welcome Aditya sir on the show. Aditya, welcome to the show.
Good afternoon, Chakradhar. It is always an honor to be interacting with you, and especially coming onto your show. And I'm really thankful to you and really honored to be here with you.
Yes.
And interacting with the audience.
Yes, sir. So big salute for all your services which you have done for the nation. And on that note, we will start our question answer with your permission. Is it okay? Can I start with my first question?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Most welcome, Chakradhar.
So the very first question is, we will love to know some of your experiences from your exciting career in armed forces. If you want to share with us. Yes, sir.
Okay, Chakradhar, the career in armed forces, especially in the army, I would say, checkered career with lots of different kind of experiences. And since I am from Armored Corps, we were mainly we have tanks as a main equipment, and so most of the time we were operating in the deserts and the plains of Punjab and that area. However, in addition to that, I did get an experience to serve in the JNK and on the line of control and various other departments.
Okay.
And also, I got a chance to train officers of the armed forces in various training establishments run by the army, and also the integrated defense services, wherein all officers from army, navy, and air force also join. Basically, the mid-level officers. And this part was towards the end of my career. I was with the NCC for 4 years, and that is where I interacted with the future of India, the young boys and girls from schools and colleges. So that was a very interesting and learning experience for me, as well as because you could know what they are thinking about, what are their aspirations, and you could also accordingly adapt yourself to their requirements.
Yes, sir.
And so that was a little bit about my experience in the army. And of course, one had fair share of all the vagaries of the service, like in terms of separation from the family, participating in various operations, and so that was a different kind of experience. But overall, it taught me that it made us mentally tough. It also helped us to get over any kind of adverse situation very easily without losing our calm. So that was the best thing which we learned from my career in the armed forces.
Definitely, sir. Definitely, yeah. And thank you very much for that sharing of experiences and then journey with us, because we all know how tough it is being in armed forces. So you have been into different parts. You have trained people. You have trained young people. So that's great to know that, sir. Yeah, sir. Coming to our second question, why did you make the decision to become a career coach? If I have to ask, why a career coach?
Uh, Chandra, when I was about to retire from the army after putting in my full service, I actually retired in September last year.
Okay.
So that time we were already facing this COVID crisis. The entire world was facing this, and there were hardly any jobs for even the young generation outside in the corporate sector.
Right.
And because of my experience with the youth, especially in the NCC, when I interacted with them, and I realized that there are certain things which they are not getting from the environment, like those, especially those who were staying in the rural areas.
Yes,
So they do not have access to internet. They do not have access to online training. They don't have any access to trained experts to help and guide them in selecting a career. And they did not have the exposure also. So that is one realize that this is where I can utilize my experience, and I would be able to serve them in a better manner and guide and help them in selecting the right career. That is how I decided to venture into this field of career coaching.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, sir. Actually, what we think that the whole India is going online, but then we don't know in the rural part,
Yeah,
actually, technology has not reached up till now.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Hmm.
So what are the services that you offer? If I have to ask, these are the services that.
So mainly what I do is during my this last about 7-8 months after I retired, so I have been upgrading myself. As you mentioned already, I'm a ICC certified career coach and also a certified career mentor. So I have done these courses so that I am fully equipped to help the youth firstly to find out about themselves, what are their capabilities, what are their interests, and based on that, once we have identified their interests and their capabilities, then you get them to select the career which they want to do. So this includes making them undergoing a psychometric test, thereafter interacting with them and their parents, because the parents play a very important role in deciding the career of a child. So, and then thereafter, after we having gone through entire process, then you tell them what are the options available. We give them at least 4 to 5 options wherein they can be successful in whatever profession decide, and then ultimately it is final decision is still there.
Yeah.
Once we have given them the guidance, when they told them about the capabilities and what are they capable of and what are the options available to them where they can succeed, then they consider everything. They can make a considered decision based upon their other factors which come into play in terms of family culture and the school and other things. So that is one thing which I do. In addition, there are lots of youngsters who have been appearing for CDS and NDA.
Yeah.
So what I found was they are able to clear the written exam, but where they lack is when they go and face the SSB interview. There, a lot of them are facing a lot of tough challenges. So that is one thing which I'm focusing on to help them and guide them, because ultimately that is all we can do. And when they go there, then they have to perform. You cannot do it for them.
Yes,
So
sir.
you tell them what all to expect, how to prepare. That is what I am looking at in terms of helping and guiding the youth.
Okay. So actually, you are showing them the way, and then it is the decision is
Yes,
lying to them.
absolutely.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Great, sir.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So the next question is, sir, what were some of the challenges you faced when you first started? When you started your
So
certification? Yeah, sorry. Yeah, go ahead, sir.
yeah. Please read your question.
Yeah, I was just saying you have done your certification, then you started finding out clients, then you started helping them, because not everybody understand that what we are doing. So what were your initial challenges when you started? Sorry. Yeah.
So initial challenges, the biggest challenge was to get yourself to your target audience, because of the lockdown there was no physical contact with anybody. You could not go to the schools or colleges and showcase your expertise. So it was all by using the social media platform which
Yes.
you're part of, and plus also your contacts, through your contacts who you know among your friends and the other circles.
Right, sir.
So that is how we try to get in touch with them to make them aware as to what all the we can provide them and help them in selection career.
Right.
However, getting the client is still a challenge because firstly, you are, even though you are putting your information in front of them, whether they are getting it or not, that is one. And there are a lot of people I found when I, especially in Instagram and other platforms, there are a lot of people who are doing the similar kind of services.
Okay.
I even found that there were a lot of people who have they have not cleared the SSB interview. They have just gone and appeared, and they are also guiding and telling the youngster what to do.
Right.
So whether they are going to give them the correct advice or not is also a question mark.
Right, sir.
And that is the biggest, I think, I would say, which I am facing right now.
Yeah.
So now I have started getting people. People have started contacting me and asking me to help. But they are very few in number. If it come that, yeah.
Okay. So the progress is there, but then it is at very slow and steady phase. Yes. Okay, sir.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely, yeah.
So now my next question is the same. Where do you find your clients? Like you said, you face the challenges.
So right
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So right now, Chakradhar, the clients I am getting through social media only. The responses that I got mainly was from through Instagram. Was there when people see you, they follow you. In addition, what happened is I also came into contact with certain other people who were also in the same field. So we collaborated with each other. Like I'm interacting with you similarly. I interacted with them on live Instagram program. So there they know that there is somebody who's there to help you out.
Right.
So that is how I have been getting people to contacting me, and also through LinkedIn I have been able to get a number of contacts.
Okay.
I found, in fact, 2 days back, somebody from this place called Varda. He contacted me on LinkedIn, and then through LinkedIn, then he came and spoke to me. He said, "How can you help me?" But of course, it was not for. It was for selection of a career because he was a student in 12th right now. So yes, it is a slow process, but as you establish yourself, I'm sure you'll start getting the required number of clients slowly and steadily. And once, main thing is once you produce the result, that is the biggest important thing.
Yes. Yes.
Once you
Very
start
good.
producing the results, then by word of mouth, you'll start getting people to you.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Sir. Definitely. Yeah. So you are getting students from the Instagram and parents from the LinkedIn. Is it right for
Even
you also?
students from the LinkedIn only.
Okay. Okay. So students are also
Even
exploring
the
LinkedIn.
student also.
Okay.
Yeah, that was I was quite surprised that a school going kid who's in 12th standard, he's created an Instagram account, and from there he's found me and got in touch with me.
Okay.
So it was quite amazing.
Yeah. LinkedIn about, yes, sir. So the next question is, what is a typical day like for you? So this is how your morning starts, and then you do your chores and go ahead. How your typical day will be, yeah, or how it is.
So normally, my day starts at 6:30. I get up at 6:30 in the morning, and I sit in my balcony having my morning tea and reading newspaper. So that is about 2 hours of time, and plus other activities, a little bit of exercise and thinking and reflecting on what you have done previously and what you plan to do the next day.
Okay.
And that time, what I do is I keep my mobile away from me. So those
Okay.
2.5 hours are no mobile time, so there's no disturbance of any kind from anywhere. And so there are people who are in the 5 a.m. club, but I'm not a 5 a.m. club member, but I do still get up at 6:30. I still
6:30.
get time, manage to get time to do that.
Okay.
And thereafter, the normal morning routines, housework, because my wife is also working, and they has got her own online classes to conduct. Well, look after the household also in the meantime to help reduce her workload.
Right.
And afternoon onwards, then my actual work starts, wherein I'm attending webinars, I'm attending various sections to upgrade myself first. So interacting with people, attending a number of mastermind. There are 3, 4 communities of which I am a member of, like the one which you and I are together,
Yeah.
and that is the STC community.
Yes,
And
sir.
evenings, of course, we have these HMPs there. So that these are very, very interesting platform wherein you interact with each other and learn a lot from each other. And
Yes, sir.
in terms of whether it is your social media presence, creating a thing, making a campaign for yourself. So this is how the things go on. And thereafter in the evening, once everything is over, then you in between there, whenever you get time to you watch the news. And these days, like cricket is starting, where
Right.
sporting events are, where the French Open is going on, so that also one keeps on watching once in a while, and that is how you keep yourself busy.
Okay.
And that is normally a day for me.
Right. Great, sir. Great. Actually, you're still upgrading yourself day by day. You're still attending seminars,
Yeah.
webinars every day. That's great to know, sir. Because there are people who are
Yeah.
thinking that I'm already actually expert and I can teach it to people. But then the journeys keep going on, and you are not leaving that enjoyment part aside. You are watching TV, you are
Absolutely.
watching news and everything, and even talking to people, networking. So though it
Yes.
looking like a day, but then you are covering a lot of things, and still that disciplined life is
Absolutely.
there. Sir.
That is there.
Okay.
That is definitely there.
Okay. Okay, so with this, the next question is, what is your favorite part about being a coach?
I think the favorite part about being a coach is like I recently realized I was attending another webinar or a event by a gentleman called Mr. Arfin Khan. He
Okay.
said that if you have experience, you can be a good coach. You need not do any certification. You need not do any particular special course for becoming a coach. If you have your experience itself and how you connect with people, that is very important.
Right.
Connection with the people so that you put them at ease. And once they have they are free with they little free with you. They accept you, and
Mhm.
they know that there is a person who's going to listen to me and help me in achieving what I am there. So that is very, very good experience which I learned. And that is where, if you're natural with a person and you're a good listener, and so then it helps you a lot. And of course experiences are there, so you share your experiences, and for not only your own experiences, you also share experiences of other people
Other people, yeah.
you have interacted with.
Right.
Yeah, so that also helps you a lot. That
Yes,
also
sir.
helps you a lot. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Actually, my favorite part is means I was talking to one of the other member in our group, STC group, Mr. Arjun. At that time,
Yeah,
I told that my favorite part is if people are getting results. But then what he said is the process.
absolutely.
So now I also
Yeah,
believe that the process is more important than the result. If people are
absolutely.
actually getting
Yeah.
good, then so yeah. Thank you, sir. So actually, it was going quite good. We were talking a lot, but then I've reached to the last question now. And the last question is, what advice would you share with someone who wants to become a career coach, who want to start his journey, who want to start from
So
today?
for a person who
Yes, sir.
So for a person to become a career coach, first thing is I would, if I take my own example, first is to read a lot, research, do a lot of research work so that you become aware with the what is happening right now.
Yes.
Like the latest thing I realized was because of this present pandemic situation, the entire career and work for field has all changed. Most of the professions are going online, especially in the outside. You're either working from home or you're even that the entire education sector has changed from on the offline to online,
Yes, sir.
whether it is a school or college, even everywhere. So one has to read and go to the environment, see what is happening around, and so that when somebody comes to me, ki, what career I want to choose, so you should be to tell them what are the options available.
Right.
And second is also you have to get hold of certain scientific tools, whether either you associate with these organizations who are already into this work, so where they already have established system, so you learn that system and then you use that system. So you're getting able to get different results.
Right.
And in addition, one more thing I realized was that not only the professional aspect, but also understanding of human nature.
Mhm.
Like that is why I did that practitioner course and graphology and signature analysis. These two things, though, are people thought they used to be hobby, but they are very, very important thing to understand a person's character.
Right.
And also they are also helpful in improving that person.
Yes, sir.
So it is like, it is not, the coaching is not only about guidance, but also helping a person to transform him or herself as per the requirement of the profession he's like wanting to choose. So
Yes.
that is one thing which I think these days we have to focus. And of course, now we have suddenly found it is not only a career coach, but there are coaches in different walks of life.
Right.
There are certain things which one had not even thought of, like relationship management, energy healing, and
Yes.
thing like you are doing brain and mind
Yeah,
coaching.
memory coaching. Yes,
So
sir.
memory coaching.
Yeah.
So even that itself is also a part of career guidance, I
Right,
would
sir.
say, because
Yes, sir.
where you're starting from the childhood.
Yes.
So you're developing a person. So these are the things which one has to keep into mind. And
Yes,
of
sir.
course, they create your presence. So in the social media or in other sectors, wherever your target audience is.
Right, right.
So people can reach you rather than you running after them.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Very, very true. Very true. Sir, in a nutshell, if you have to transform a people inside out, you have to know all his problems, and you should have at least some solution for his problems, so that he can stick to you, and he should get result in a means when he complete his journey, uh, being coached from you, right, sir? Thank you
So
very much, sir. Yeah.
they say it, you do not give solution to the problem. You will show them the way to find the solution themselves, so that then they take on the ownership of their decision.
Yes,
So
sir.
otherwise, if you give a solution, it will not be more effective unless they themselves find the solution. You have to just show
Right.
them the way, and that gives them better satisfaction and success also for them as well as for you. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't give them the product. At least give them the way how to reach to that product. Yes. Thank you, sir.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, sir, with this, all my questions has been spared out. There's no question left. So, thank you very much for being my guest and share your wisdom with my viewers and listeners. So, how was your experience? If you want to tell us in short, sir.
Thank you, Chakradhar. It was actually a very, very interesting and I would say invigorating experience with you, because there are certain things one had not thought of. You made me think about, and I was able to give certain answers.
Right.
And it was a very, very excellent and exciting experience being interacting with you. Thank you once again, Chakradhar, for calling me on your show and giving me a chance to speak to your audience.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, sir. Pleasure is all mine. Sir, one last
Thank
thing.
you.
Where can we find you? If you have to find you to coach us, to coach my viewers, listeners, where they can
Yeah.
find you?
So, so what I can do is I can share my contact details. My mobile number, my social media connection.
Okay.
So I'll share that with you, so that you can share with your
Yes, sir.
students,
Mhm.
so they can get in touch with me anytime.
Yes, sir. I'll do that. I'll do
And
that.
whatever help I can do, I'll be able to give it to them.
Yes, sir. That's most needed, sir. Yeah. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for being on my show.
Thank you.